Good evening, friends. Welcome to Workers and Resources and the traditional farming version 2. Så den traditionella bondedemokratin. Name still pending. Even in the alternate timeline, apparently. Cheers. It's not alternate. Well, for us, I suppose it's like we were in a bubble and transported back in time. No, because all the prices are still 2033 prices. Something weird happened. But the good part of it is that it allows us to continue. Den traditionella bondedemokratin. I wonder how we're doing now. I know the Molna is gone. Molna is so very gone. Regrettably a victim to freezing conditions. Here we are. Look at that. Not too bad. It looks quite beautiful here in December. Yes, I had so many hiccups with production on the last one that I'm worried here for things. Let's hope that it works out. Well, we don't have any snow plows. No. If there are, I don't think there are any western snow plows available. We'll have to make it through this winter without. No, you can't. I mean, this is like animals not plowing. Yes, we cannot have it like that. I mean, if you can't handle a bit of snow, then you're not a proper society. Sorry, but then you're not working. You need to be better. If that's the case, start it here. And it is road technical services. Now remember, it goes from the center outwards, so here would be a good place maybe. If there wouldn't happen to be a heating thing in the way. Here then. Yes, just for reference, $7 million or $4.5 million. I can actually afford it. Huh. Well, now, let's see here. Not this. Did they get sick working here because it's so damn cold? Why is it so damn cold here? It doesn't have a heating connection. It is minus. How is this possible? For a moment it looked like it was colder inside the factory than outside. I mean, they are welding, they are doing things in here. Lots of things they are doing. There is some heat. And yes, this. Count the energy usage towards something here. Yes, it heats up the building. It does. But why haven't I built any things like this? At least here, yes, here temperature is good. This one doesn't, but they manage anyway. Or I don't know. There's no, and electricity is doing. How hard is the power plant working? Quite hard. 180 megawatts. Cool. But what we need is heat for the engineers. Yes, for the engineering industry. We can't be building these, electrical heating plants. That they are a bit on the energy hungry side, you know. I don't feel that they are quite economical. High voltage for heating. I think that this is not for heating, but this one is for heating. We cannot cut it off. Are you insane? We cannot cut it off if it is for heating. Now? No. But there ought to be. Yes, this is terrible. Every high voltage hookup from the twin reactor nuclear power plant is now used. Yes, but at least one of them is an export line, and that is defunct since long time ago. Or not a long time ago, but here maybe. No. But we have, it goes by here. Yes, here. This one. Okay, it's snowing in the sun. It's snowing in the sunrise. Look out on the cooling towers and Hansasino and the lake. Do the lakes freeze over during winter? I think they do, but it would be nice. Yes, we could do with a little bit less snow, maybe. Yes, I was following a high voltage line. The one that went from the border here. Yes, this one. Yes, this one. We can take off the power plant. Oh. How are we going to do it's this? I still got it on the... Let's get the tool out. There we go. It's this one. Oh. Yes, this isn't it. I think it is this one. Yes, I think it is this one. Third one. If so, let's see here. It should not do very much to the load. Should it? No, I want to move the window. Thank you. It should not do very much to the load at all. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure. I am not sure. We can go and have a look by the board and see if there is any voltage available from us, if we can export. That's a good way to do it. Not this board. It's... no, it's this one. Export. Yes, nothing is happening. It was the right one. Very good. Then we only need to hook that up, something like this, to the heating thing for the vehicle industry here. Can I build it the other way around, maybe? Yes, they haven't gotten that far. No, we can begin again and build it the right way around this time. Now that we know where the electricity is coming from. It's coming from over there. This was this little bit road here. Yes. I think that we need to bring in some rubles so that we can make a few snowplows. Or do they have Western snowplows? No. They don't. It might be this is not that exciting. The LZ100 snowplow is 1.7 million rubles. It's not too much. Okay, so we have that. People get sick when they go to work. It's not good. And they sort of die. 21,000. We have lost a lot of people here. Yes, economy and trade. No, they want infrastructure, high voltage line from here. You get to go. Well, you don't get to go directly to the power plant, but we can reuse here a bit. Why would you want to do that? You cut off. Yes, but still. Yes, here we have. Can't build it infrastructure, sure you can. You can even have two. And that will be the big one. Then just take it back a little bit further here and watch that we don't hit any of the others. And there we go. I mean, if we redid all wiring, maybe we could get enough heat for everybody. But I'm thinking maybe we should build coal-burning things and have trucks, because I seem to recall they don't use that much coal. Considering. And then at the other end as well. We hook that back up. Yes, -9 degrees. We could pay for this to save the people here. But it's operating without issues. -20 degrees, they must get all sorts of illness. Yes, it's not overflowing with workers really, but we are surviving winter here. We are. And well, we can look here. All map. Allvaret still 2,200. Very good. Donsalia 2,700. Very good. Handelsino is not that great actually, but it will have to be okay. Katsinchad 4,000. Fantastically good. Polohevo, not that great. Stockholm actually doing quite alright. Only lost 2,000. The kindergarten in Allvaret is on fire. This is good because it's -16 degrees below. It gets very cold during winter here apparently. And I don't think that we're feeding enough. Oh, what is this? No. You have issues. This is what you have. There is no fuel here. Swage Medium Distribution Office. Do you have tankers? Yes, you do. You're not using them. It's because your source of fuel is not having any fuel. It's not. Oil fuel storage. Look at that. It's empty. Yes, all related vehicles. I know what it is. Oh. Because of electricity grid. Because of these not waiting until loaded. They do not. It doesn't get quite unloaded. And if set to wait until loaded, it will only work until it gets full, and then it will block this. But you know, there is a new building type available. There should be a road fuel cargo thing. Yes, oil fuel loading and unloading. This is the old one. Oil fuel loading and unloading. This is exactly the same name. Yes, it is. Okay, this one is without rail, I suppose. How many parking spaces? 2? Yes, we'd want you... The electrical wires and everything is in the way. It's hopeless to retrofit things. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You see, I told you. And what's the point of this again? Point was to get the fuel into here. Yes, very important. Yes, so many use it. You see, Lisa is filling up the dollar account pretty nicely. And we simply have no rubles. I don't think it's a problem. God jul. This is the 25th of December, yeah. And more of the music. Soviet Republic's on record. We don't have any meat here at all. Oh, this is cold. Not good. We need to build out. This is not okay. Why? There's no assigned construction officers. You didn't build a road to it, did you? Well, you did, but they... what? Oh, this is the new thing. You haven't built the heating thing out here? Yes, I have. Here it is. I don't know what the problem is with it, or why. You have boards, you have steel. I would suppose this means that it has those things available. So why is construction not happening? Because it takes everyone too long to get anywhere. That could be it. Could definitely be it. You know, we have a train called the Ruby Rocket. If we need to get, it's still December. It's I suppose going to be snow for quite some time. Ruby Rocket, where are you? Are you in here? Are you still called Ruby Rockets? Diesel locomotive. Ruble, no money bringer, maybe. Stora fordon och sånt. This will bring us 30 million rubles as it stands right now. Just to drive it, if we drove it to the border, you say. But I would prefer to sell the damned these. Where did I put them? I can't be picky, maybe. Radio and television. What are you doing in here? You're not in here. You're just close by. Yes. Pardon me. Ruble rocket, your museum piece. It says. Okay. You're not really a rocket. You're just. But this large vehicles and stuff. This sounds good. Where do you go? De saliga. No. They want you to go to the east or west, where we get rubles. Yeah. So we can get ourselves a few snowplows. Yeah. This one. I'll stop here. I'll go there. No, not load, unload. Go there. Yes. Svetlana. Or did we? We might have had. Yes, we might. It's how it is. That should bring us a few rubles pretty soon. Could we consider it time to get the W1 to 4 plans? The Mercedes W1 to no, it's too early. But we can't look at the specs. Here, 21 million. Very nice. 220 kilowatt engine. That's we want, the diesel version, the sensible version we want. We have to assume we only have diesel anyway, so what are we going to do? These would be nice as well. Scania dumpers, 67.5 or 67.8 million. Right, and that one too. That's expensive, but we don't want that, so it doesn't matter. Volkswagen Crafter, yes. Are people not surviving winter well here in Antasino? 24 degrees. Minus 7.2. Okay, that's not good. But here it is good. Still very few people are here. I think what happens is they go to work and they get sick at work because it's very cold at work. And then some damned ambulance gets stuck here as well or something. Just go home with all of you. Do we have sheet mode activated or deactivated? Hello. Sheet mode activated. Yes. System function. No. Experimental traffic fighting. Yes. We can, I think that we can turn a building on fire here as well. Set start fire. All vehicles home. Sell all vehicles. Huh. Yes, all vehicles home could be handy. Yes, but here it is 24 degrees. It's very, very toasty and warm. Is it working? And it is mostly because they go to work and get sick and die. I think it could be. How is... Oh, it's the 1st of January. Let's see, can we do last year? This is not correct, I can guarantee you. This is not correct. Actual population is 18,000, and you say here that last year... Oh, this is some sort of effect of what we did. This is unreliable. And still, this shows continues from all time. It does, and this is we haven't been this low in the lowest we've ever been. 8,592. Yes, first winter here. We may see similar things. We have food available, right? Yes, we do. But the heating looks fine here. So yes, it is this. It will be done till next season, maybe. And there's a hell of a lot of bricks here. Yes, it just takes an enormous amount of time to drive anywhere because the roads are so slippery, you know. Yes, we're going to need, when it starts snowing again, technical services, indeed. And there are power wires all over the place here. As long as we survive the first winter, I feel is good. Although there's one worker here in that's not a lot. We cannot, Hansini, you cannot get so bad that come on, hello. That I'm trying to select, there we go, so that we don't employ enough people here, so we can't staff it well enough. Oh. How's this is nuclear fuel that we have stored, so we can manage for a while. Yes, now the nuclear plant is also warm. Here it is minus 17 degrees. Yes, I understand you don't want to work here. This... Yes, maybe we can drive a few tractors over to this farm, because it only has these things in here. Let's see if we can find some tractors. I think that we do this list of the vehicles and the buildings and the list of road vehicles. Sewing. All map. Oh, yes. But they're all... yes, we don't have any tractors, really. We are going to... can't buy... Well, we can't really make any, neither. Because this at this rate, we can put one in the queue. I don't have a tractor. No? Really? Yes, I do. Yes, this one. And the ruble thing has arrived. So we can get snowplow. Snowplow. So that would be important. Snowplow. Sowing, snowplow. These are not really sorted though, but there we go. 1981 it is. We can have any. We like the LC 100. It is not the funniest choice, you know, the most exciting choice, but it is a good all-rounder and yes. Have that one. That was only 2 million, so it wasn't that expensive. No. Goes to show you how rich we are here, that we can do this and still, although if you could hurry up a bit with this here. The missing bricks. Meanwhile, if we look over here, this is Salia, you know, all the way down at the corner here. They are doing excellent. But they even, no, they're not burning for themselves out here. Here they are. Yes. That's pretty nice. Here also we would want a bit of technical services for the roads. Come think of it, we would want that everywhere. Quite demanding. This is quite large. Technical services. Can't really see if that did what it was supposed to do. I think so. Is it? Yes, it is connected. I think it was bad before during night. Now it is snowing as well. Should we go and ride first person here and see what's the... This is an ambulance. Oops. I control HQ. Home. Not my intention. Here we go. As you see, it is not quick. And they are not wearing any more clothing in winter than they are in summer. This is ridiculous. They are walking quicker than we are driving. Yes. Okay, we need to get some snow plows. But you know, building this will not have, we will not have this for this winter, I'm afraid. And the problem with that being one thing, I think, food supply. You see here, this is not great neither. What's going on here? Why is this a problem? Swage Medium Distribution Office. You still haven't oil fuel storage. There's 15 tons. But you do not supply Kirarush out here with the fuel. Unload fuel, yes. Yes, you're supposed to, but you're not quite doing it. There are plenty of vehicles that get their fuel from here. If... no, it's not finished yet. No, it's not even... work is not even begun. So slowed down are we by winter. This is not that great. The heating here is not quite enough. This temperature is too low. This is not working. This is this is terrible. Yes, temperature 14 degrees. They should be survive at least, but here, no, that doesn't work. Or this, or something. This is not built yet. No wonder it's not... I think the people who were supposed to build this have died, or something, frozen to death. And we need workers too, right? Again, did not think about that when building these quite low. This is not going to help. We have a... Yes, it might. We have a worker drop-off here. What sort of road is this? Is this a mud path or is it like a nice one? I don't know. But if we do that, I think we'll have it. Yes, get heating for your industrial areas as well, we have learned. No workers in the food factory, that's not good. Plenty of grain here. How much food in total on 1700 tons? Okay, that sounds pretty alright. Yes, it's good that we have redundancy. What's this place? Beate's warehouse. Beate's warehouse, for once, you're the one with the most food. Well, congratulations, I can only say. You're usually, the one that is doing the worst. So many famines. They have been, maybe they're all frozen to death out here. How is this? Yes, here they are all frozen. This is completely deserted. Yes. Even these. Apparently. There is no one living in the entire town of Polochevo. Yes. Suppose that at least helps with the food demand out here. But here, the second food factory it's a good thing that we have it. Let's just make sure that everything is alright here. It's not very warm. 10 degrees is not too cold for them to work neither, but see, here it is too cold to live. 3 degrees. Yes, we need more of these. This is not good enough. This doesn't do anything. Screw this. You might as well remove it and build a proper one. Because what you need is if you're going to use the electrics based thing, that mod, you need many of them. It is a little bit difficult to see here, but I think that this should be possible if we could get rid of this road. Yes, and then again, please, heating plant. Yes. Yes, and then here, there we go. High voltage. High voltage. To the heating grid. Where is the heating grid? Do we have a heating grid here? Yes, we do, but it is probably overloaded. This is the heating grid. There is no connection point available. I'm afraid. What's going on here? Didn't I build like a lot of switches on these when building? Apparently not enough. How much is going through here? 8 megawatts. It is quite heavily loaded. As it is. Yes. To get this to work, we would need like a serious redoing of all power lines, more or less. Yes, and instead of doing that, maybe we should deploy a few coal-burning heating plants or something. For now, though, we need somewhere to take this. If it is possible to get out of here, probably not, because there will be buildings in the way. Yes, use electrical power, you thought that was clever because easy to get electricity in. No, it's not. It is not easy to get high voltage into the center of town. And I'm not going to be able to cut that off to just add this right now. 8 workers in the food factory doesn't sound that great to me. And now it is minus 12 here. What the hell? No, if we don't want people to start dying, I think that we need to be considering start dying, continue dying. Accelerated dying. The missing power, didn't I put that anywhere? Then there was no use. No, it only serves to ruin it for the rest of the town. Here, yes, you know, I don't really know what it is you're trying to. Now it is snowing again, but here it is. We want this to connect to to power to heating electricity, please. There must be something. Yes, here it is. Here we have a great array of switches for it. In fact. We swing around like so a bit, and here this is then this the one. Is this? No, it's too sharp of angle connection. Sharp, too much. Yes. That is what it is. Where did it go? It is impossible to see here. There it is. I mean, what the hell? Yes, it's pretty and all, but it is pretty difficult to... Ah, there it is. Pay for it, yes. We want an effect here. I suppose it takes a time as well for it to build up. And if we could have more workers, it would help as well, but they have frozen to death. Most of them, unfortunately. Yes, I don't know why this isn't working. What is the population now? 13,000. God damn it. Arg. We're failing. We're not surviving winter nice at all. No. We are surviving winter terribly. Ugh. Oh, is it the case? Yes, that is the case. We do not have enough workers in the nuclear power plant to keep up with demand, do we? No, we don't. Crap. And it's due to this, for part of it is due to this traffic situation here. Oh, crap. These, you don't have any workers on board. Yes, you did. You could go on the nuclear fuel, nuclear work line instead. It is very, very, very important. How do we find that line? I think it's this one, for example. Yes, it is. We copy to that bus and to any bus really coming in this direction. Not really, but a few more. Because this is not good at all. Now they're all dying. Or leaving, or whatever it is. They are freezing to death all over the place. That will not be fun. This is not going to be great. 12,000. What the hell? Ugh. Help. What's wrong? You have food. Yes, you don't have electronics, that's alright. Is it just because the shape of the road is so bad? Yes, how far have we gotten on this? Not very. No. Have you gotten better? Little, yes, you're actually keeping up. Right now, anyway. There are 5 here, or four, yes, 5 of waste. Is it full maybe? Where we store it. It's not full. Where is the truck? It is on its way at 21 kilometers per hour. Yes, it is on its way. So we have been able to keep some sort of heating on in some residential areas up until what happened. Vehicle need fuel. No fuel stations in range. Wouldn't you know it? There is one. Or has it burned down or something? Here? There is nothing wrong with this one. Come on. We need your services. Yes. Do we have a vehicles depot out here somewhere we could fool you into going to? Oh, the mighty engine of the Peterbilt is working at 2% of its potential. And January is not even past yet. Oh, we might not make it. We might not make it through winter. If we take away the map and then we take out this voltage, we're keeping up. Or something isn't working or something. I don't know what's going on. Why isn't this being finished? Do it. And these two. Yes, we can't have people dying in at work because it's too cold. How many snowplows have you finished? We haven't finished the truck or the tractor yet because there is one worker and no engineers here. That's alright. Here comes a bus with 6 workers. That should probably be going to the power plant instead anyway. Do we even dare look up here? Television station. We still have excellent television. Very good. Is Stockholm the only town that is surviving this? 5,500 surviving, yes. They only lost half the population so far. And the last day of January is here. Lovely. Let's hope we start getting warmer soon. And I don't know, we can't lose Where didn't we lose population? Everyone has died, I think. Stockholm did quite alright, but I know Soliga has done fantastic, terrific, even. Alcino is terrible. Kazinshad is complete catastrophe. What the hell? That's where we make the food. Kazinshad and Polochevo is where we make the food. No. How much food we have? 1,700 tons. You know, we might have to prioritize food production in front of culture and television for a little while. It may come to this. Or I'm telling you that it will come to this rather abruptly here. Although it is absolutely no use in moving people into freezing houses where they will die again. Why isn't this working? Because there are no workers to work there. Right. Yes, it's a chicken and egg thing. Please go and work here. It's very, very important for your survival. You didn't. It is only reachable from these two buildings, which is not good enough. Try and make it a bit more accessible here. I don't know if that did any real difference, but they would freeze to death instantly, I would think. Yes, you see, happiness is going down very, very quickly. Yes, but if you would work here, just a few of you would go to work here, I promise, it would be fine. But you don't. And therefore it won't be fine. But fine, I will tell you where to work. You will work here. 100% of you living in this house. And there will be more of you. Damn it, we're going to get heat. And no, you don't want to go to work because it's too cold or something. Or you're doing something else. One worker without job. Hello? One worker has showed up. 2, 3. That's more like it. That's a lot more like it. Now we can see temperatures are rising here. But there is no one left. And out here, they can't work at the food factory. No, they need to live around here maybe, and here is a good place to work at the food factory. Yes, I would agree that such is the case. We need more buildings and donor buildings, or what we call this, that we take people from. It is for the good of everyone. It is for the food. Therefore, it cannot be argued about. You may think that you are doing important work at a television station, and it is. Culture is important, and cultural enjoyment is very important. But when it comes down to the pyramid of needs, or whatever it's called exactly, but something like that. The television program comes a bit further down the line after shelter and survival, basically. Shelter from the elements, such as severe cold that we've had. It was a harsh winter. Are all winters as harsh, I wonder? Or do we get mild winters? Because this lost us, we're down to a third of the population that we was, and we're down to about what we have ever been as the lowest point to 8,318 in 1992. Yes, and now it is 10,600. At least it is not going down immensely quickly right now, which might mean that it is somewhat stabilized here, and that we have lost what we're going to lose. I don't dare say it, but maybe, just maybe. And if that's the case, we should count our blessings. But it is the harshest we've ever been hit. Yes, here we've never fallen this steeply and large. Now this is Palace of Soviet 1, Palace of Soviet 2, and this is a winter. This is one winter. Yes, it's not that great, is it? And now again, it seems very cold here in the houses. Operating without issues, you say. I don't think it's enough heat, that is. And the fact that the trains are fancy now and don't supposedly have path signals. We've not even been able to look at or talk about, because we've been panicking about winter. But it is February. We can start to feel some hope that maybe, just maybe, the ones who are going to die, or who were going to die this winter, have actually... No, it's going down quickly again. Come on. I don't know what's wrong. And now, if things start catching fire, we don't have firefighters everywhere. 13 workers, 42 workers, 1 worker, none. Bybornas hus, 17 workers. It's not completely hopeless. Allvaret, nothing. Absolutely nothing. We can say that these are not working out that well, the electric heating plants. Because they get without people, workers, for long enough a time, and then everyone freezes to death just like that and pack up and leave, instead of going down and working at the electrical heating plant, whatever it is they work with there, look at the dials or something. I feel a bit unfairly treated here by the game, I would say, but then again, I did do a bad thing. Yes, I have myself to blame. But if you could slow down, maybe, just maybe. I don't think that you can. Problem is, what was that? No, what is this? What's going on now? No. I thought it was trains. It's not trains, but road vehicles. Why? Is something stuck somewhere, or what's going on? We have a train diesel station out here. How is that doing? It's completely full. Why then? Because it's new algorithm and it's different, and they can't drive as far. Yes, but I did not account for that when this was built, you know. I should start a new game every now and then. Yes, enable seasons, they said. It will be great, they said. Well, they didn't. This was on my own. This is on me. I take responsibility for screwing this up so badly. I am thinking though, now that we know the pitfalls and what's wrong, what went wrong. Now that we know a bit more, try and do it again. It was a lot of work. It wasn't that much fun. But or do we play the hand we're given here? 10,000 people. We should be able to rebounce from that, but it will take many years. Yes, it will take many years. What would I do different? I would start the game paused, for one thing. Not talk away 1.5 months of spring. That's one thing. Yes. And get the heating and do the heating a bit better, maybe. Maybe do it with what should we call them? Coal burning things instead. 10,000, come on, don't leave in any more numbers now than you already have, please. The building is on fire, is going to burn down, probably. Winter is harsh. Winter's like really harsh. Although this is keeping up. Instead, the frame rate is terrible here. There's also quite a lot of things going on. my computer could be more modern, maybe. It's a bit old school, you know, but not bad. Oh. You see here, someone manages to get fuel. This new refueling algorithm and fueling rules that they've set up, that's really screwing up things that have been working for a very long time. You see, and this has not been built yet. Why not? Do we have any steel left whatsoever, or are we all screwed? 2,500 tons you say that we have, every here and there. Right. Oskarshamn, for example. But not here. Yes, we do actually have a bit there, so why are you not building? Because all the workers have frozen to death. Or left. This was disheartening. It is a bit much. Yes, we're down to the level. But I suppose we could start over and start over. We'll start from here but everything will burn down. That is a bit sad. We won't be able to staff all the fire stations, so everything will burn down, and that's not great. Now this is a fail. This is a write-off, I think. I'm sorry, but I think it is a write-off. This didn't do good at all. Let's have a look. What could we have done instead? We could have built like an enormous one of these double unit nuclear heating power that has so many outputs on it that it's ridiculous. And it has a train connection also for some reason. Are you still free? No, you're not. 85 million. It costs now 20,040 gigajoules of heat. Yes, and then we'd have to build an enormous network of pipeline, of heating pipes. 3,000 hectoliters per hour. No, we cannot do that because these require such an enormous amount of steel. That's 37 tons. So, heating plant. We're going to have to build many of these. But it will cause pollution. Plenty of it. You know, I don't know about this. Winter is quite harsh, I have to say. Oh, it's plus 4 degrees above. Melt. Damn you. Yes, the snow has melted from the roads. No, that's a railroad. Snow is not melting from the roads. What to? Thaw. Damn you. See, now it's 7 degrees. Here they are surviving, where they have the possibilities of making their own heat. Residents heat themselves, causing pollution. Yes, that's alright. What do you think a coal thing does? End cap in Stockholm. And might have a chance to survive. But I'm not sure. Should we have a do-over maybe? Look at this, it's all broken. One thing that we're going to need to be able to make food and have food and such. So if we're starting over, I suppose we're starting over with Polochevo. Polochevo is also the town that has the coal. Yes, I think that this is what we're doing. We have coal here. There's an electrical wire, there's a conveyor belt. The coal power plant, Gamla Bettan. We're not tearing down Gamla Bettan. No. We could try trucking some coal out of here. To a heating plant out here. Maybe here it won't disturb anyone. Here it will be quite alright. Small heating plant. What do you do? 210 gigajoules. I don't know. Looking at this. Well, finally the snow is starting to thaw out. And the green grass is re-emerging from underneath. Snow-covered crust on our land. There are 3 trains in the steel mill. One is the steel transporter, which is filled with all things but steel. It's the one closest to us here. Yes. Meanwhile, there are absolutely no workers in the steel mill. I don't think that you're bringing any. No. Katzinshad. They have frozen to death. They have all. This is always going to remain broken, I think. It's nothing we can do about it. Yes, what is it here? We have been going on for how long? Now 20 minutes and you haven't played any music since forever. things are a bit rough. I can't just sit back in good conscience and look and enjoy. Do we have any workers in? No, there are no workers in the oil refinery, which is very bad. There are trains waiting here. Train diesel station, you're starting to run out, aren't you? Oh crap. So, alright then. What about here? Out by the... this is supposed to be the backup. 3,000 tons of fuel, you say? That's good. Someone has had foresight. Yes, problem is food. Although they will eat a whole lot less now. When there are 10,000 of them instead of 32,000. That's for sure. That's for certain. Is what it is. And a few buildings here that have survived. Yes, we're going to have to move you to food making places such as not such as this place, because this place we always end up using them for the coal mines and things instead. So let's do the second food factory instead. Focus on that. The only drawback being that we don't get any meat here. Yes, and we're going to need, like a lot here. It's sort of important that we take care of this. $15 degrees. Oh, a fire destroyed the building. You don't say. What was it? Oh no! The huge camp. Okay then. It's going to be that way, is it? Yes, apparently so. Total material damage was 17 million rubles. No one died because there was no one here. There was no one working. There's always something. 17.5 million rubles lost, and that's not counting the building itself, I don't think yet. Right. But here we still have almost 200 tons of chemicals. Yes, we're not using that much chemicals since we are stopped on production of everything. Yes, everything. Allvaret is completely deserted. Polocheo is completely deserted. I think I failed. Oh, you can sort these now. Fantastic. Stockholm 4,000. Domsalga 2,300. They did really well. They barely lost anyone. Hansasino 2,000. You're getting by. Katzinshad 1,100. I have repopulated. Polocheo 99. all level say of one person. Yes. This is a sad spring. It's not, and it's still too below. Come on, release us from the grips of this winter now, please. It is painful enough as this. No one's living here. Everyone has moved out because it's too goddamn cold, and that's because those things. Right, what went wrong here is that all of those electrical heating plants, they need workers, and I did not take that into consideration all the time, I don't think. No. Do over with stock heating plants, coal, trucks. Although one summer is not enough time to build such a system. It just isn't. Not for all of this. I think that what we should do then is, rather than trying to do everything, we focus and prioritize on a few areas that we make sure. Which would that be then? Well, it would have to be Hansasino, because they do the electricity. That's very important. And then Husqvarna or Stockholm is the capital. This doesn't sound like something reasonable, really, to take on right now. I think we'll have to ponder this a little bit. 9,500 workers, you say, and next winter will not be any easier. No, why would it be? See, this is not even begun yet. You see, we have no workers in the food factory, and the tractors are going out to sow the fields, to plow. That's nice. And apparently they shall have adjusted the production rate, so the fields now produce a bit more, since you're actually only able to grow things during summer, which makes quite a lot of sense. As this sheds a light on the harshness of reality, cause we failed. I have to say that we failed. It might have, sloped off here now, but 9,500 workers or population, I should say. And no chemical plant. And plenty of other things will burn down as well, I assure you. I think that what we'll leave on here is the nuclear power plant. Let's see how that is doing now that it's spring. A lot less demand should be put on it. But no, it is not keeping up. Regrettably, we have too few workers in here. Yes, that's one thing that I would have to do something about, and that is the snowplows. Yes. It's not only heating that you need. It's technical services for the roads. And such as this is still not finished. Oh, come on. I just want to see the thing. $430,000 or 20. I have seen it, but I don't recall. Need some vehicles. Buy a new vehicle. There are only snowplows available to buy here. So they don't do any other technical services at the moment, anyway. Yes, indeed. I mean, you sort of took us through winter. What little remains of us, the third that remains of us, is snowplows and maybe TBD2, 3 is this. May only be 3 of those. The snowplows and different heating system, and that might do it. I don't know. No, I was thinking more like this. Oskarshamn twin nuclear reactor start fire. No, we're not going to be arsonists today. Not quite yet, anyway. Dear friends, thank you so very much for watching. Good night.